This is BossLocked. In this series, I'll be taking the challenge of being an ultimate Ironman even further. To unlock new content and more of the map, I have to defeat the current area's boss. In the last episode, we unlocked 2 chunks in Lumbridge and rode our way up to the river to unlock Edgeville. We have a lot of work left to do, but we're one step closer to beating Obor. Hello everyone, welcome back to BossLocked. So full disclosure, I've tried recording this intro once before and my mic was off, so that's good. But let's recap. I'll explain the changes in a second, but let's recap on what we did last time. We finally got to Edgeville after the 42 wood cutting grind. It feels so good. I've upgraded my levels a little bit across the board. We are looking in a decent shape. So, about my little change in appearance here. In like the last intro, I bought the spiny helmet, grabbed the leather gloves. Now the spiny helmet is the same as a steel full helm, so it's pretty much best in slot for me at the moment, and so is the leather gloves. I went back to Lumbridge, as you can see here, and grabbed the steel battle axe, which is going to be our training weapon, because I have realized my hopes and dreams of having a steel crossbow is not exactly great. It's not exactly going to work out. I haven't got an anvil and I feel terrible. I feel so stupid for not realizing I didn't have a real anvil. This one right here, while we have got access to it, only goes up to bronze. It is a rusted anvil. So I could make a bronze crossbow with bronze bolts, but I don't think that's going to cut it in the fight against Obor. I'm going to make it anyway, because it's the only ranged weapon I can really use, except for like ranged knives or something. Ranged knives and just throwing knives. But in all actuality, I'm probably going to go melee, so it's going to be the Mithril Battle Axe, and with the best melee gear I can possibly scrounge over the next few hours. The big game changer really is going to be cooking those potatoes with cheeses. I think are going to be the game changer, and getting just as high stats as we could possibly think to get. It's going to be a grind. Obor is going to be a difficult cookie to take down, I think, but with the right determination I believe we can do it. What's in my inventory, by the way, is just I've been killing goblins, and I'm just going to sell some stuff. But what I'm going to do now is basically level up, try and get basically to level 20 attack and strength, and at least level 20 defense as well. That'll allow me to start training with the Mithril Battle Axe. I'll see you back. Then I may pop in every now and again for like certain levels, like when I hit 150 or whatever. You'll see me. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I didn't realize Richard was here as well. He had a team cape, so I'm gonna whip that on. We are team green at the moment. Look at that. We have a cape. What a world. I don't know if this gives any bonuses. Oh, it does. It gives some defensive bonus. Well, there we go. So we have a best slop cape. I didn't think I was going to be able to fill this slop, but here we go. Green cape. Let's actually go. Level 20 strength. Level 20 strength. Okay, so that's about it for goblins, I think. I was gonna go to level 20 here just to get that out of the way. Now I'm gonna go over to the chicken so I'm gonna sell all this first. I've been collecting all this just so I can sell it, get that measly cash stack up, you know. But I'll go over to chickens now just because I need to get this cooking level up. So I might as well kill 2 birds, 1 stone, you know. Attack levels, get that to 20, and at the same time get my cooking level up. So I'll see you again when I'm at 20. I'm at 20 attack. Okay, so I thought I'd bring this one up. We now cook stews, which we do have access to both a bowl, to all of the things. We got a bowl, we got the meat, and we have the potatoes. So we can go for stews, which would be an upgrade over obviously the chickens. It's whether or not we want to sell. It's whether or not we want to settle for stews or not. We may do an attempt because cooking is obviously very slow at the moment. I could just look to cook stews. Maybe that'll be a little faster, but I'm not sure. But we're doing okay anyway. Let's just skip past that. We're doing okay. 17 on there. We got a lot of feathers, so the fletching XP is going to be flying in soon. But I'll keep on here until we got 20 and 20, so carry on with the grind. Okay, we are 1 hit away, really, or 2 hits away from getting that level 20. I fletched all my arrows into headless arrows. There it is. We can now wield Mithril. I'm over here by Bob. We're going to buy the Mithril battle axe from him. Ooh, I can't do anything with it for a while. I'm going to bury these bones. But what we'll do now, we'll trade up here. Hello, Bob. How you doing? Sell that over to you. Value this. And there it is. Mithril battle axe. Let's have a look at ourselves here. Looking like an absolute warrior. Looking like a beast. So just to explain where everything's come from, obviously the spiny helmet, this was from a random event, this was from a bird's nest, these from random events, Goblin, Richard, Edgeville, and now this. So we're going to go, I've got my food prepared, so we're going to head back through to Edgeville. I'll meet you there, and we'll explore the dungeon a little bit. We are looking kind of fierce now, combat level 22. I'm going to train up my defense up to 20 now. I figured I'd do that over in Edgeville. So let's chop down the canoe, go back up there. Here we are. In good old Edgeville. Let's have a look down here, shall we? So we have the entire place down here. So if we look at the map here, we can go all of this area, all of this area. We can't go across there because I've not got the agility level. So we've got some options to look at here. So let's have a gander, a little zoom in. That's Dave's basement, don't worry about that. So we got skeletons, zombies, hobgoblins, hill giants. Obviously this is the main goal, this is Obor. But the chaos druid, thugs, skeletons, there's a lot going for us down here. Like the black demons do drop like rune chain bodies. I think they do. I believe they do, but fighting them without setup would be difficult, to say the least. And here's this then. Here's the hill giants. So we can't really fight them as of yet. Again, we still need to do a lot more training, I think. Anyway, I'm gonna go back, train a bit more. Not sure on what, maybe the rats and stuff down here. It's exciting times. So, something I was deciding to do, and what I was thinking about beforehand, but I've decided to go and give myself an exception to this rule. The rule of area locked, and that is herb lore. As everyone knows, herb lore is pretty much, it's one of the hardest things to grind on Ultimate Ironman, but it is also tied behind a quest. And that quest being there, Druidic Ritual. You cannot even begin to start herb lore before you do this quest. Now, I've marked out in a separate map, which is available in the description below. There'll be a link to it. All the chunks where I'll be looking to go to for bossing. Now, I'll have to unlock other chunks to actually access that area, but there's not really. There's one here, that's Cerebus. But I don't want to wait until I have like 95 Slayer or whatever the requirement is to do that boss and get it assigned before I do Druidic Ritual. So I'm going to go ahead and complete that quest and give myself that exception. There may be more down the line if, like this, it blocks too much content away and it just makes the grind that much more difficult and wastes a lot of time. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll meet you back there once Druidic Ritual is done. Okay, that's done. We can now get out of this cursed dim land. And my plan now is to basically train. Oh, that was 200 actually. That's funny. My plan now is to train up the defense level. I actually got 1 level whilst killing the creatures to get the meat, the bear in particular. Oh, but we are back in our nice coloured land and not the dim, shadowy place. So my plan now is basically to try and level up that. I may also look to see if I can get some herblore levels now. I know men drop a lot of herbs. I'm still... Oh, no, I thought that was an imp. There's hands. Yeah, so I know men drop them. So I may just spend some time killing men. I'm not sure. Basically, I'm going to level up to level 20. And I may try a few things. I'll see you then. Okay, we just done it. We've hit level 20 defense. And now I have been keeping all of these grimy herbs because, as I said, I've done herblore. This is kind of the reason I decided to go ahead and do herblore. You know what? I'm going to speed up the process here. So the reason is because with the tiles and the chunks I have actually got access, I believe anyway, to a 2 leprechaun who can note these. Also, I have got a strength potion. I got it from a Jekyll and Hyde event, so that's pretty good. We have a vial. And the reason I'm keeping the guams is because in the Edgeville dungeon there are zombies who do drop Eyes of Newt. And the Marantils, I believe it's Taramin or Marandil. One of the two is for strength potions, and we can get limpwood roots from both the hill giants and the hobgoblins. And then finally, the unicorns that spawn in Edgeville do sometimes wander into my chunk. I was watching them, making sure I was aware. Yes, we have him. Look, the beautiful boy. So now we can go ahead and do this, and he will note my herbs. I also... No, don't drop it. Pick it up. I also did take the liberty of keeping the Ranars as well, because I figure when we can get prey pots going, they'll be very useful. Space is looking a little tight. I'll admit that right now. But I think, what is this chicken doing? It's looking a little tight. But nothing I don't think we can't handle. Let me introduce you to the cooking grind. So I've collected these potatoes from the Lumberage farm, and what I'm going to be doing is making stews. So I'm going to buy 6 bowls from this shopkeep here. They only cost 5 gold each. It's not a big expense. And my plan on how I'm going to run here is basically go into here, kill giant rats in this area, take the giant rat meat over here, fill the bowls up with water, cook the rat meat, grab the potatoes, unnote them from the bank, go back, finish off the stew, and rinse and repeat. Not sure how long it's going to take me, but I'll get right to it. So I'm pretty much an idiot. Here I am, just doing my little grind, leveling up nicely, you know, and I've gone through a lot of my potatoes, and I realize looting bags exist. I have access to looting bags. I've been at this for about 10 hours. Looting bags for about double my efficiency. Oh boy. So I'm going to kill these thugs, get a looting bag, and yeah, that's just a dumb on my part. That's just a bit stupid. I want to talk to you about my final plan for Obor. So for this video, I've been grinding my melee stats whilst leveling to 47 cooking. This will allow me to take a full inventory of potatoes with cheese into the fight. However, my other gear isn't as set in stone as I first believed. If I go melee, just leveling up to base 40s and seeing how I do, I can expect to be going into the fight basically as I am, except for a bronze chain body and plate legs, and an iron kite shield. This, as you can expect, isn't exactly high-end gear and would make the fight very difficult. There is another longer grind for melee, and that's Black Demons. With Black Demons, I'd have to level prey to 43 from Hill Giants, that's to use Protect with melee. I'd then grind Black Demons until I got a Rune Med Helm, Rune Chain, and a Mithril Kite Shield. This would increase my odds massively, but I'm not certain it's needed. It all depends on my prey level as I approach 40 in all melee, and nothing is quite set in stone. I just wanted to let you know my thought process and currently what I'm thinking of as I'm grinding out these levels. So, brief update. I got 47 cooking. It turns out you need 48 cooking to make cheese. I'd never looked. I assumed it was the same level or beforehand. apparently not. You need 48 cooking to make cheese, so I'm just going to kill them here, because the dairy churns here, I don't want to go all the way to Edgeville and back, so I'm just going to kill chickens, cook chickens for the end. It shouldn't be too bad. Like, it's 7,000 XP. I've already done this for like 25 hours, so I'll do a bit more killing of chickens, get my level here, use this bucket of milk to get my cheese, and then head on over to Edgeville, because you cannot cook a potato on this thing. You have to cook it in a range, and I cannot use this range at the moment because I have not completed Cook's Assistant. So 7,000 XP on chickens, we can do it easily. See you in a bit. And here we go, the final chicken. For 48 cooking, we can finally churn some cheese. At long last, we can do it. Right, we have our potato. Use that on the butter here. We get the potato with butter. And then use the potato with butter with the cheese. And 25 to 30 hours of progress and work for a potato with cheese. The next grind is mining, so I'm going to get my pickaxe, go to mine bronze, get level 16. I'll see you there. Right, I thought it... Ooh, a dragon impling. Anyway, I thought I'd just give you a little update. I have a bronze chain body now. Got level 11 smithing, which is great. This is kind of what I'm doing for food. So after I've smithed, I'm coming back to the cows, getting some stews going, just picking some potatoes, then making my way back up to Edgeville. Rinse and repeat. That's what the grind is. So I thought I'd jump on here just while I'm in the middle of my mining, just to kind of talk to you a little bit about some of the research I've been doing and kind of show you what my life is like down in the Edgeville dungeon mine. It ain't fantastic. This freaking skeleton has beat into me while I'm mining this tin. I had a really stubborn one earlier. Yeah, that's why I'm mining this copper here. So I've been researching about the potentiality of magic against Obor. Now, I know I've been talking about melee, getting my melee stats up, doing all this smithing, all this grinding for melee. But with Chaos Druids, I can get runes, and I can get the correct runes needed to actually cast Bind, which is a lesser method of what's recommended on the wiki, which is pray range, use snare, kill him with magic. Just keep kiting him, basically. Now, it'll be a lot slower of a kill, certainly with Bind, and I'll have to be a lot more careful, use a lot more food, but it seems like it might be a very viable method. The issue is gathering the runes, so I'll have to go in, kind of, after I've got that 40 prey, I'll then have to get, like, the right magic levels for, not for snare, obviously, but for Bind, and yeah, I'll try it, and I think I may try a few kills of Chaos Druid, see how viable this method really is, but it's just some thoughts I've been having, really, just my ramblings as I'm mining and kindly losing my mind. I'm level 13 mining, and it's taken me like 10 hours, so you can imagine it's starting to weigh. Anyway, I'm out of here. I got my stuff. I'll chat to you again. I'll chat to you again about it. We're not far away. I'm gonna do this in sections here, just because. I like to do all of them. We'll just stop. So when we get there, we'll have our bronze plate legs. Finally, it's been a mission. I'll tell you that right now. And there we go. We can make bronze plate legs. Bronze plate's good, and iron axes actually. So that's pretty nice. If we ever need to, but we don't think we will. Let's smith one plate legs. We can put them on. Now, here's the fun thing. Whilst we level up, if I don't go for, apart from the shield, which will be improved to iron, if I don't go for black demons, this will be the gear I am going into Obor with. So this absolute beast of, oh my god. So my crush defense is 35 and my range defense is 32. These are the styles that Obor uses. as you can tell, it ain't much. So I'm probably, based on this and based on how weak I am currently, I think going for black demons is kind of worth it. They are hard, they're level 170. But once we get that level 43 protect from melee, we should at least be able to kill 1 or 2 per trip. It'll be a long grind, but I think we can get there. So I'm going to meet you back at Hill Giants once I've got a few kills in. There's nothing too much exciting going on there, but Hill Giants for the prayer XP and just get our melee stats up, I think, until we get that 43 prayer is next. Whew. Grind continues. The grind never stops. Right, let's finish off these actually with some bolts. Hoot Summon, you asked for a shout out. There you are. There you are. Okay, and that's the Iron Kite. So that's pretty good. We now have best in slot melee minus black demons, but still undecided. Gonna stay here and train a little while, get that prayer XP up anyway. Okay, so I've hit over level 40 combat, so I can actually do Slayer from Vanica. So I thought I'd jump in, see what he gave me. Hopefully it's something I can do. That'd be awesome. If it's something I can do, I can start training Slayer now. Moss Giants. Okay. It's soon. Moss Giants will be unlocked in the next, tiles. So that's post Obor world. Oh, that's very good, actually. That's very good. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. At least we know. At least we know we can train Slayer soon. We got level 40 attack. Like all good content creators, I missed it, but 40 strength. Moving on to defense now, and obviously keep going on that prayer XP as well. Let's keep going. And we finally have it. 40 defense. We have base 40s across the melee stats now. 30 prayer. So I'm still going to be building that up. I really do think I need that 40 prayer at least for the range. And the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to get magic up. I've been practicing on my main, and the technique of using bind into like a strong magic spell seems to work. It's going to be tricky without a staff, but I do think we can do it. I think the defense levels and all the melee stats can be useful later on anyway, so I don't regret building them up, and plus all the prayer XP has been great. But I'm going to call it here for this episode. I'm going to keep training, but next time we train magic, on our next episode, we'll kill Obor.